talking to you, man. I didn't know what I'm saying. I didn't want to express myself, man. I wrote a little poem for y'all. I'm saying, man, you know, niggas like me going through so much on my side of town, man. You know, this shit crazy, man. Everything, my niggas, some new shit.
My heart cold as Minnesota. I'm just not starting to see that shit get worse when you get older. I just can't stay sober. Put some in my soda. Give me a couple pills, I'm moving fast, that's how I slow up. Then God make me a bird so I can fly away. That day I smoked a sip of purple and I flew far away. And on my bands, that super stupid coin up to date. I'm still balling on you niggas, spending harder way. Yes, harder, man. True holiday. I'm lighting up a Christmas tree like it's a holiday. Did a little time thanks to my plans, but that's the price I paid. But that's the past, I'm thanking God a nigga out today. Free my niggas gone, they need to let them out today. Like how the fuck the judge and jury choosing our fate. They hit it too, I'm talking to lawyers fighting our case. You go to court, that nigga show up about an hour late. I just can't stay sober, put some in my soda. Give me a couple pills, I'm moving fast, it's how I slow up. That day I smoked this super purple, not too far away. I'm still ballin' on you niggas, bending all the way. I just need to smoke up, 100 bags of okra. Devil around the corner, niggas getting closer. Devil on my shoulders, trying to win me over. Yeah, you hell's master, but me, I'm heaven soldier. And all you niggas out there hating on me won't get a crumb out my pocket, boy, when they your bitch. Don't explain it to your bitch, nigga, state your feet. Cause you can get your head popped like filet on grease. I'm worried about my brother's success, I'm Mayo too. Gotta show them niggas the shit that they don't see. Gotta expose the whole niggas that they don't beat. And yeah, I'm talking about the whole niggas on their own street. Ain't forget about these bitches, cause they ain't shit. Don't you fall in love with a shit, snake ass bitch. If she all about her money, she gon' make that shit. And when it all falls down, you gon' hate that bitch.
Yeah.
I just need to smoke a 100 bags of okra. Get around the corner, niggas getting closer.
Yeah.
I just need to smoke a 100 bags of okra. Get around the corner, niggas getting closer.
I try to preach hard to all my niggas, but I know it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Understand, I take from a nigga like me and all this shit. I'm telling y'all not to do. You know what I'm saying? The most of this shit anyway, my share of shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit's gonna be better than one day, nigga. No boom, nigga. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, nigga. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What up, though? Peace. Turn up one time, man. Peace to the tribe, peace to the nations out there, man. Peace to all the rivers. Standing on Indian business. Peace to everybody out there who's standing on family, who's standing on prosperity. Man, inspiration of the bill, man, at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to two things. Either you building or you destroying. It's too many options on the board. And see, when you got all of these options on the board, it causes for disorganization and chaos. Because at the end of the day, there should be a goal, and there should be a goal that we're trying to reach here. And with the best interests of our people at heart, we need to find to simplify the method in which we find that we reach this goal. And we here for liberation, man. We here for we are the people who was called to come here at this particular time. And we're gonna walk through that today, man. So we might have to go back to last year. It's not a secret. I called for a leadership meeting. And I'm gonna say this right now, man, I'm very, very strategic at what I do. So if I called for the meeting, then I didn't think about calling for a meeting that day. Yeah, I sat back and I didn't pull something on my ass. I didn't just get up one day and say, I think we need to have a meeting. It's chess, it ain't checkers, man. And either you building or you destroying. And so if we go back to last year, and I'm gonna tell you something else that I didn't respect, but it's cool because I understand how the game goes. And I think back from when I came in, and I just don't feel like this is a place for people who coming in the game to come in and be great. It's that missing piece to the puzzle can be there, and we wouldn't allow it on the board with that system. We wouldn't even know. And we got to get in line with the universe. We have to find that balance. It's not a situation, if you don't have balance, then it's chaos. See, we got to stop having all these options on the board. And, we got to be real with ourselves. Man, if y'all remember, I came out in January screaming it like I mean it. We don't have all the time in the world. We wasted enough time, or whatever you want to say, collected enough data through the years or whatever. Okay, cool. I know I'm not the only person that's been vocal about it. There's nothing been built around the community, but see, I came out saying that I feel like maybe something else is going on. Maybe something else is going on. I'm gonna tell you something, man. This the internet, so nothing happened here that I'm going to take personal. Okay. Why did I call for a leadership meeting with Sid? I needed confirmation. Because I was looking at the chessboard and I seen the move. Fuck it, we could just keep it real. I seen the move, and before I made that move, just for respect of the game, I want to be diplomatic. Just for the sake of record keeping. Just so we can get all this shit down on record. So when they say, well, damn, Topcatz, why you do that? I don't need nobody saying, well, they Topcatz, hey. Just for the sake of recordation. Can we get that rolled down? Okay, yeah. Thank you. No problem. At that point, I was comfortable in my decision. I didn't need to do the rah-rah, get personal, do the internet shit, and nah. We're here for confirmation. We're here for confirmation that we already knew the answer to. All right? Which brings us here today. But if we go back last year, I'm going to tell you how, every move through the teachings, as we seen the teachers progressing, we walk through this storyline of colonization. Because motherfuckers say, damn, what you teach? I teach the true history of colonization. What actually took place during these periods of colonization. When I look, and it's called, and to sum it all into one, it's called The Making of an African American. That's the series. That was the story that I wanted to come tell. It had nothing to do with me being African American. This is this political term that is labeled has been placed on a group of people. African American label not placed on one person, not just placed on. It's placed on a body of people. People who outside of their true self. So, and shout out to Taz exclusive, man. Shout out to Taz. I went over there. Hey, can somebody take this and share this in BCU? Somebody share this link in BCU. Shout out to Taz exclusive. Taz been going real hard on this Indian shit. And that's my brother right there, man. And I actually got a chance to go over there, catch him live, man, and go over there. Had a good conversation. Me, him, Katie, Q Butter, and there's many more conversations to come. But what I respected about it is when you leaders and you can sit down and have a conversation. There's no insecurities there about your leadership or your position. Because either you building or you destroying. And if I can sit down with some Pan-African, well, I say black nationalists, or B1, let's just, what they call it, B1, and find an understanding in a way, an understanding that what took place here in America and concerning melanated people. We'll use that for lack of a better word. And man, we found some understanding in it. And are we all the way there? No, but long as the dialogue can be open, we can find some common place. Because the reality of the fact is, no matter what a person believes, I don't do the believe game. In the end, it's all about the bloodline. And so, when I went over there, I didn't, I wasn't coming for the rah-rah or this or that, or not even a debate. My question was, how important should bloodline be in this conversation of identity? And you know what they said? It should be everything. Whoa, time out, hold on. Could this be one saying this? It should be everything. And after we went through it all, and even the point where they felt like even today your bloodline shouldn't matter today, we still ended up, we ended up with these terms and these political labels and things were given to us to replace our birthright. So in the end, out of the conversation, what we came to an understanding that, hey, how important is bloodline in the conversation of identity? And it is everything. And so now there comes all the needs for us to sit down and say, hey, well, brother, this is where I'm coming from. Well, this is where I'm coming from. And we put the two together and we use what best serves the people moving ahead in the future. Either you building or you destroying. It's simple as that. It's no childish shit because this is not a game. This is not no fucking game. This is not a pissing contest. I never seen people with the only niggas got big ass egos are broke niggas. Because you need something to replace that emptiness of manhood that's there, nigga. Because you ain't took care of your motherfucking responsibilities, nigga. A leader ain't got time for no bitch ass games. We already behind the 8 ball. Let's walk this bitch down, man. I'll take you back to 2020. When I came in the game, man, and I was looking at it and you know, I had a lot of questions, man. And my thing always been this, man, the scholarship, bro. If I'm standing, listen, I come up out of the study group days, bro, where you actually had to take your ass to class in person, nigga. It wasn't no niggas on the internet I could go press play or click on, nigga, to go find. I ain't know that. Nigga, I had to go spend gas money, nigga, drive all the way to the other side of town, nigga, and go see my ass up in there. Well, the next nigga on side of me got a different ideology or viewpoint on history. But see, either you building or destroying. So it's not, you know, I don't have to separate myself from this brother because he got a different ideology or viewpoint on history. If there's no insecurities there, then we should be able to lay the information down and see what best works. At the end of the day, we only trying to find liberation. So, you know, came in, man, I seen, you know, I said, okay, well, this right here, that right there, we can't, you know. If we going in the direction that we really say that we going in and it's really, you know, for the people and to liberate the people. You know, it's a lot of fighting. It was a lot of, you know, I understand war. I'm a wartime general at the end of the day. So, I'm for a fight. May the best man win, you know. Especially if you fight on the side of righteousness, you know, hey. But understanding how the game goes, some things need to be settled. So there is a place where war is necessary. You had people in places of leadership who would pollute the community. If they have a bad day or something bad on their heart, they will bring their energy to the community. A lot of the things that was taking place outside of the community, personal relationships that people had created outside of the knowing of the people, but when those relationships fell apart, they brought it to the people. They had to decide. And you know, this the shit that I came in on. Understand the game, right? Nigga shit, you know, nigga shit when you see it. Leadership, we would have never let this shit get down to the courts. Why? Because we understand what can take place and how much they can set us back. Either we building or destroying, though. Either we moving forward or we moving backwards. That's it. I mean, we got to be real serious about what we doing. Do we even know what we want at a point to how do we see what's really at stake for us? Because when we look at the board, nigga, we the ones at the bottom. So do we really got time for destroying? Destroying, because when we destroying each other. We destroying each other. We ain't destroying the motherfuckers who put us in this situation. Let's walk and talk, man, because I really want to get to the scholarship part about it, man. It's never been a secret, man. My situation was always the scholarship. I came in the game, man. Unbelievable, man. Y'all know something, bro? Dane Calloway was the first person that I did a bill with. That was crazy. Dane Calloway, shout out to Dane. People can say whatever they want to say about Dane, but one thing Dane understood was that was something that the community wanted. And so we made it happen. Listen, bro, anytime it's for righteousness, bro, and it's for the community or uplifting, bro, and then you have somebody come knock it, bro, either you build it or destroy it. It's simple. It's very, very simple. So things start moving a little smoother, man. Well, I take you back, 2020, right? So I came in, man, and some of these things that were there, I say, damn, that can't go right there. I had just came in the game, man. My voice wasn't loud enough. I didn't know people. I didn't know the community. So I had to be strategic and get my message out. And if you know me, man, I pushed through, man. I said I'm coming here to kill the doctrine. My first, the first thing that I went after was the 5 civilized tribes. I started off with a series called how whites took over, how whites hijacked the 5 civilized tribes. This is when we started it. We came out and put the Manila Gallon and all this shit there together, man. We started off our first one. We started out with Spain. I'm gonna show you how strategic. Listen, bro, when it's all said and done, niggas gonna go back and they gonna look at this shit, bro, and it's all been in chronological order, bro. I never made a move. Even from the series that we taught, the breakdowns of the chronology in which it went, all of it was planned. All of it was strategic. All of it was strategic. And I'm going to tell you something. All right, so we'll start there. We started off in that realm of Spain. Then we went to the hijacking of the 5 civilized tribes. Then we went to, we opened up the dialogue about we killed the conversation on. God damn, it's right down my head. Nigga, you just said it. Okay. All right. And then we moved on to the conversation about this full-blooded shit, right? Because what I was seeing, I said, damn, man, it looked like because the Pan-Africans was applying pressure. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm saying what I was looking at from the outside looking in. It looked at it as like the Pan-African was applying pressure. And to see it was I didn't see anything there to get past certain questions that the Pan-Africans had. One of those was that, this relationship between the Free African Society, American Colonization Society, the Free African Schools, and things like this here, with the African that was clear with the label African on them. People was having a lot of problems with it. Just gonna be real, bro. And so, in order to separate from that, we was hearing things like the slave trade never happened. We was hearing things like if you a Negro and you in America, then you are Aboriginal. We was seeing things like what else? So strategically, man, I wanted to open up the dialogue and touch on the Pan-Africans, the origins of it and how they created. But in order to get into that story, we would have had to first lay the groundwork of the transatlantic slave trade. And so we started there. One of the ways to get the attention out was I came out and told niggas I had an African ancestor. Now, we're going to be grown about the situation. When I came out and said I had an African ancestor, I needed to get the attention of the people. I'm going to show you something. Because at the end of the day, bloodline is the key. Shout out to Wanagi. I always hit you up with genealogy is the key. I know people don't like their word genealogy. Some of these people that that they can't stand their word genealogy. So I'm just real clear about it. We're gonna use birthright. Your bloodline. Birthright. And so I got the attention, And then there was a message had to come with it. And my message, I ain't never been the one to just pick the mic up and come out here and pretty now we gonna put it on the screen. We do it in information, and that's why we do that. So we told the story, it opened it up. There was a lot of people at that time that said, well, damn, if Topcatz can be honest, I might be honest. And so I was a sacrifice. But what it did was you had childish people say, oh, well, that person has a, listen, I don't hate Africans. I don't. Because I actually have no Africans in my personal life. What took place isn't these people's fault. In many ways, they are in a position of victims of colonization as us. See, but it's gonna take a sound mind and a mature mind for someone to look at it that way. I don't need an enemy in order to validate who I am. There's no insecurities in who I am because I'm going by bloodline. So there's no insecurities there. Let's say I did have an African grandma, which I don't, and I put that on my dead mama and I put that on my kids. Okay? Now let's say if a person did have one African grandma, I'm gonna tell y'all how strategic that I was with this shit. Let's say a person did. Would that change the course of their bloodline? Would that change the inheritance of their bloodline to their land? If it was an African had to come into a tribe into America. Now, the reason why I used African was to open up the transatlantic slave trade dialogue. If a person had one African ancestor that came into a bloodline, that African does not change the bloodline. We have to be real with ourselves. And you had people say, oh, well, he's African. Either you building or destroying, because is this a competition to put the Africans down? Or are we really trying to find out who we are? Are we trying to win a pissing contest? Or we serious about the revolution? Are we serious about liberation? Are we serious about knowing our bloodline and putting this shit intact for the next generation? Are we serious? Or are we running this whole plane? Word game semantic. Bullshit that ain't gonna get us nowhere. That sounds like a distracted nigga. Either you building or you destroying. We look up today, you know, the high key, hey, look, he's how it's here. But when we look up today, the goal that I set out in that moment was complete. Because when we looked at the game today, people freely are open about their genealogy. So I was successful in that. What was fucked up is that I had to strategically come in the game and do it that way. Why? Because the game wasn't standing on real nigga shit. With no real nigga shit going on. So the door wasn't open for real nigga shit. It was only a position there for a go along, get along shit that I felt as though wasn't in the best interest of the people. And if it was coming from a direction of being in the best interest of the people, it wasn't the right decision as a leader to make to block somebody's bloodline to prove a point to win a pitching contest against a Pan-African. I didn't agree with that. So I did what I had to do. I made my move on the chessboard. Checkmate. All right, we moved to the next one. So through that, once we got in the transatlantic slave trade, we got through that. What did we do? We opened up Black Europeans, baby. The Black Europeans. And we set up the 13 colonies. We walked this bitch down. Y'all better go check Y'all niggas better get over to BCU. Listen to this bullshit around, and you better go to BCU, nigga. The ancestors working with BCU, nigga. Watch how they call this shit out. Hold on, we almost there. So we open up the Black European founded 13 colony, we get in that conversation. And then we got this Black European, and they made a lot of people uncomfortable on the board. But I knew it would reveal. And we had to go through this stage because we was going to iron out, we was going to tell the true story of the transatlantic slave trade. We never meant to go tell the transatlantic slave trade story to tell about no goddamn Africans and all this. Nah, we went to go talk about what really happened. Indian slave, niggas left from here. You had, man, we told the whole thing. Europe is setting up the colonies. You got to understand why I did it that way. I had to set it up, and we're going to walk it down chronologically. Now, we get into Black Europeans and this year. At the same time, I had already made this sacrifice. So now when we get to the Black Europeans and we tell about them coming in their relationship with these different Indian tribes, whether good or bad, what it did was in the relationship with them, especially in the South, concerning the Scots and the Irish, and we went into the surnames and the different history there. That opened up a whole new, But see, I had to go be the sacrifice first, and then it was going to eventually lead into that, and we killed two birds in one stone. Somebody would say the young nigga genius. But I say let's walk. So we get to the Pan-Africans after that. So we go back and settle their work that we had from them, but we had to establish the fact that these different Black European people had came here to America. Not in the position of slavery, some in that position of servitude of slavery, but most in the position of colonization. We got that Black European Pan-African story. Now, today, I don't give a fuck where you go. You got ADOS. Let me run that back. Yeah, you got ADOS taking phase. They are at war with the Pan-Africans right now. And you know what the foundation, the base of their information, the position that they're holding against them, that they are the colonizer. Yeah, ADOS is saying that the Pan-Africans are the Black colonizers who came here and did. Yeah, nigga, big bars, nigga. Big bars. You talk about a motherfucking sacrifice, nigga, and you watching how this shit spread. Just give it a few more years, man, or the babies gonna walk up and tell you how the Pan-Africans did this shit. They walk this bitch down, nigga. And you was wondering why everybody started going crazy when the Black European conversation came up. Coldest one ever played. They went and hid behind that white boy. They walked the bitch down. So we get to a place now where it's not a time to bullshit around. So we went through these different colonizations. We even did the Columbus, the Hebrews, the Moors. We started off with the Egypt and America shit. We started off with the lost 10 tribes and all of that type of shit. We went through all of this shit here. And so it's one more thing on the board that I seen. And respectfully, I saved it for last. Hold on right quick. Give me 2 seconds real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
Who made this beat?
I said back, man.
Genius, baby.
I said back. And I called for the leadership meeting. Because I felt like it was time. Well, hold on, I'm missing the part. So when we come into 2021, I said, hey man, I'm finna go out, bro. I feel like the ancestors calling me to go do something else. Feel like they calling me to go do something else, man. And I ended up on motherfucking Clubhouse. We had bitch man credit a whole nother, and then we start seeing migrational patterns come over the Clubhouse, and the Aboriginals came. And I had a decision to make as a leader. Okay, we got this community over here that really consists of a lot of people who never ever heard the information before. And they are standing on the basis of bloodline. They have been taught fundamentally, their introduction to the game was solely on bloodline. But we had a migration of Aboriginals come, which would change the face in the direction of what was put down. Now at that time, I was, you know what I'm saying? And when they came, you know, we saw them come in, and then, you know, I stepped back from the game for a little bit to get BCU going. And now, and when I came back, I seen how the landscape had changed. The conversation was no longer about bloodline anymore. The conversation was about all these different European nations, the Greeks, the Phoenicians, Moors, Hebrews, Egypt, and this was the conversation. It was no longer about bloodline, and I say, well, damn, that's it. There you go, right there. If we're going to come together, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Coming together, you're gonna have to share the same motherfucking vision and direction of where we're going. And when it looked like a lot of people coming from that thought, because their foundation is not built on bloodline, it's built on outside sources. Why do we say that? Because when we look at it, this is the conversation of these people that's coming out. Now, another premise that we find out that it was standing on, for as the bones. I've been very vocal about I do not fuck with the bones. And it's a reason in me saying that. Do I have to come out and say no? Not then. It wasn't time. But as a leader, I said, okay, damn, man, the information is bad. It's horrible. We had a brother come through the other day, say he had a holistic view. He put everything in one. And I said, damn, that is what they end up doing, huh? It's conscious community ready. They took all the shit from the highlights from the conscious community, put it together, and thought they was creating an all-star methodology, man, and life don't work like that. Because what we did was took the best of colonization and put it together and colonized ourselves. Bloodline, that's all you need. It's simple. I came in the game, I say you don't need to be a scholar. Reading all these books, I already did it, and what I found out was you ain't need to do all that shit. All you needed was your motherfucking bloodline. And so I come to you and tell you, hey man, don't go out there and waste your time studying all that shit these niggas telling you to study and read. Just go find your people now, and you will defeat any one of these niggas in the conversation about identity or knowing thyself. Big bars. Either you building or destroying. And so the people, even though the information that needed to be a dialogue about it, how can we have a dialogue if we not in a place where we're open to conversations with each other? And so I allowed it. I allowed the Aboriginal community and the Indigenous community to merge and try to see what it would look like if we would become one. You know, I was back and forth, you know, through Aboriginal platforms and dabbing up and fucking with them, man. And then something happened, man. It was a shift in the energy. I don't gotta say nothing, it's already out there. We started seeing it going in a different direction. We started seeing the walls kick back up. And it looked like a cycle from last year, the year before, and the year before. So I called for a leadership meeting. I'm gonna show you how it all ties in. Show you how it all ties in. Hold up, give me 2 seconds. And so I came out and called for the leadership meeting, man. And just like before I called for it, man, I had a feeling of who would be down with it and who wouldn't. And I said, whoever don't show is where the problem coming from. Whoever don't show is where the problem coming from. Of building and destroying. Because everybody at the table, we already know what's going down. I was told that people felt like I wasn't a leader, and that I had no place on calling a leadership meeting. Well, when I called for the leadership meeting, people heard. And out of respect, and out of being righteous, and out of wanting the best interest for the people didn't bring egos. People who I never had conversations with. People I never had conversations with in the community. Motherfuckers with huge channels and everything. Motherfuckers who don't even have to say nothing to me. You know what? They say, Topcatz, I'm with you. I'm with you. And they gave me their support, and if you need anything, let me know. I'm with you. And I got that. And I got that as I kept going. Everybody was saying, yeah. And then we got to the Aboriginals. Was it all Aboriginals? I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to tell you it wasn't. But it was Aboriginals who made a decision that said we not fucking with it. Cool. Because as I was vocal about earlier, we're really not interested in who not interested. We are going to work with the people who wants to work. So, we got a bill coming up called the Making of White Supremacy. I was very vocal about the basis and the foundation of the Aboriginal agenda or foundation when it comes to the bones and shit. Now I say this here. If I can sit down with Pan-Africans, if I can sit down with AOS and these other people, and they're open to the conversation of what happened here in America, what would be the best method in us getting back to finding ourselves or a true liberation here in this country, then I can sit down with an Aboriginal. That's how I feel. But you would need the right Aboriginal. I don't see no Aboriginal stepping up in no form of leadership saying, hey, I am for the people. I am willing to sit down and work and build for the sake of the people. And I'm going to tell y'all something, bro. You shouldn't fault nobody if they don't. People should be entitled to have their own mission, their own goals. I am for that. If that's what the Aboriginals did with it, I'm for it. I support it. In order to show solidarity and olive branch, bro, I even shared the project that they had going on over there. I ain't no hater. I ain't never been no hater. I you know, motherfuckers always fucking me, especially in the game. What niggas know me for is I'm gonna put you on. Okay? I'm the nigga gonna pull up, nigga, and you probably been fucked up and didn't even, you know, and your blessing came through, nigga. I pulled up on you and said, hey, come here. I got something for you. I'm good for calling niggas, say, hey, you wanna make some money? Hey, I got a play for you. Oh yeah. I'm Bill Belichick on the X's and O's on these niggas' ass. Bill Belichick with the X's and O's, nigga. Oh, and so could I have helped the project? I could have helped the project. That's a fact. And I was willing to. Even though I didn't agree with the information. So we've been through the whole board of colonization except one piece. I left out. And it is the time to talk about it. So I kept trying to sit down and have a conversation. So now we're going to come back and we're going to put it on the screen. my real problem with the information that's coming from the Aboriginals. Not all, but some, because to be honest, bro, some people base it on the bones and shit, but some people don't. You have others basing it on the Bible. You have others basing it on Egypt and America. You have others basing it on Moors, Moorish doctrine. So I want to be clear about that too, and give people of the Aboriginal descent their respect is in their individual beliefs. It's not everybody who feel like the bones. No, that's not everybody conversation that's coming from the Aboriginal. So I gotta respect it. Now, the making of white supremacy. I don't know if we on 3 or 4. I don't know why I keep thinking we did 3, but I think it's gonna be 4. And we're going to talk about the role that these Black Europeans played. Oh, it's a Black European conversation now. Because I've been vocal saying I feel like this is some foreigner shit. Now, I'm not just sitting here just talking because I got a mouth. Why do I feel like this is a foreign doctrine? I'm about to show you. Because the foundation, what I just did with the bones, the foundation of the bones comes from colonization. That's with no ifs, ands, buts about it. It all comes from colonization. Let me say this too. While talking about it, it's not no conversation on the screen like, look, this is what the Aboriginal said. No, this is not that. If I said I feel like this is a story of colonization, I have to go back. The Pan-Africans came out with the DNA test shit. What do? We walked it down and we brought you what really happens. And now the DNA, that shit, they'll just some shit you give away at Christmas to your Pan-African home. But we're going to complete this cycle of colonization. And in doing so, we will run across the reason I said this shouldn't be a foundational base because it comes from colonizers. And I can't wait. So Friday, we'll do it Friday. The making of white supremacy. And we're going to deal with the last piece, which we started off with, but we're going to finish it. So one of the things we did through these Black European series, man, we went through these families. And we broke down these families and we went through what we standing on, bloodline. The most significant thing in all of this shit here is bloodline. Because see, the colonizers are going by bloodline. So we're going to go through there and these royal families. If y'all missed the bill the other day, I know a lot of people probably missed it. Shout out to Shane. Shane gonna be nice. She gonna be nice, man. Give her some more time, man. Watch when she an old lady. But we went through the Hebrew Israelites' participation in this. So we went through the Hebrews. We're gonna go through this Moorish. Can we call it Moorish? I don't think we can call it Moorish. I don't think we can call it Moorish. Some would call it Moorish. And if they did, I really couldn't object to that too much. But there's a missing piece, man. Like I said, we started out there and we left it alone, and we went through all the other ones, even the royal families, and set them up. And it's a conversation that I have heard throughout the conversations. I have heard names being mentioned, certain things being mentioned, especially when you come to conversations with the Yucatan Peninsula, shit like that. The Southwest and all this shit. Look at me not getting too much up. Yeah. Nah, we ain't getting too much up, man. Ooh. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna be just the meaning and the significance around it, bro. This is gonna probably be the best one. We getting late in the year. Amani Bay came out and said that the making of African American, which one was that? West Africa hoax or some shit like that. He said that was the best lecture of the year, but that was way back in like February. You know, I don't know, man. We done been through some heavy bills, but this right here, you know, the significance of it, and again, it's not solely based on no bones, but through this story is what we gonna be introduced to the bone shit, and that's why I objected. Nah, spite of anything, listen, man, if we got something that can work, I say let's make the motherfucker work. But this ain't gonna work. This is colonization. So we'll go through there, man, and we're gonna go through these royal families, man, and we'll see what happened. You know, we talk about the Rockefeller coming out with the schools. We know about the boarding schools. We know about the Port Royale experiment, all of these things. But before that got set up, man, this shit is crucial. Watch how we're gonna go through it. Shout out to Homer the Braves. Homer the Brave, man. Brave said, "Hey, bro, you should do one on the industry. Do making a white supremacy on the industry, Hollywood, entertainment, sports, and all of that." We're gonna go through that. We got part 5 will be on that. We're gonna take you through all of that. But through this part 4, some of the things we're gonna be touching on is when niggas start writing things down. All right, when they start writing things down and printing it in mass production. When they start writing and printing in mass production, and I want you to think, bro, who was the printer? Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, all of them niggas. Macaulay, them, over there in West Africa. You think about all of these great people, and guess what they were? They had newspaper companies and shit like that. Listen, bro, you do not want to miss this bill. When we're talking about colonization, and this right here is going to end it. This is going to end the cycle of colonization right here. That whole little series, the colonization we went through the Black Europeans and all this type of shit there. We still going to be on them, but this is coming from... So we went through the British. We did the French. If y'all ain't seen that, the French Connection, go check that one out. We got the French Connection. We have the Scots. We got the Irish Connection. We got the Germany. We got what else? What we missed? We did the Portugal, and we haven't done Spain. We started off, and now we're here. The train about to come to an end. And you do not want to miss that motherfucking finale. We leaving it all on the line. We're gonna show why bloodline is the most important. And anything else that we're using outside of bloodline, then you're using tools of colonization, and it ain't no way around it. And I'm gonna make sure when we in the building that night that goddamn it, nigga, it will be clear on what is colonization. When none of that shit created. None of that shit was created for the benefit of our people. And we're going to prove it without a shadow of a doubt. Without even trying to prove it. It's just, at this point, it's crazy that at this point, the significance of this part of colonization aligns right with the place and time that we at today. Shout out to Cam Newton. Shout out to Cam Newton. I don't watch NFL, but I did go back and check them highlights out because I'm just checking the story out. If y'all don't know, Cam Newton went back to Carolina Panthers. But when he went back, man, it's so many different things as far as his alignment in the place that he at right now in his life. Right. So he said last week he was sitting on the couch eating cereal. And see, he wanted to go to a team that could compete. He wanted to go to a team that he could start. He wanted to go where he can make some money. He ended up right back in Carolina. Ended up right back down there in Carolina where the Indians at. They sent him up to New England. Yeah, y'all know they were sending them boys out to Carolina. They were sending them up to New England and shit. John Henry Clark said the Southerners bought their slaves from the New Englanders. Big bars. Cam went back down there, man, and he said his first game that he played, his last college game that he played it in Arizona. His first game in NFL he ever played, he played it in Arizona. And this happened, he came back. He got signed on 11-11. Like, all of these things been lining up for him. And, their timing. And, that's why I wanted to walk the timeline down, man, and show how the significance of the timeline. Like, some of that shit was crazy with me. I remember when we was debating the Pan-Africans over there on Sinetta, and my Aboriginal Morris homeboy sent me the video, bro, that I had did on April 28, 2020. And in that video, I was going to go look for something, but I ended up running across. I had woke up one morning and seen that the Pan-African had jumped on the Aboriginal nigga named Aboriginal D. And so I had forgot all about that. So while I end up on the panel when the fade comes up, I end up on the panel with the two niggas who a year before then I was saying, the Pan-African jumped on him. I'm saying, nah, we got to get some get back, bro. I don't like that shit. We got to get some get back and we got to get strong in what we putting down when we going out here putting this message out. We got to be strong in our understanding on what we standing on. And if we're having a conversation of identity, then bloodline should be at the top of that conversation. It should be the foundation of that conversation. I'm going to show you how the ancestors work. I couldn't really get up for the fight. I went back looking for something else, and there it go right there in my face, the whole reason, and I had to refocus. All right, I'm going to show you how the ancestors been working with me. I had to refocus. They made me go look in the mirror. Say, homie, this is what you were here for. All that other shit, that extra activity shit you got going on, we is not stamping it. You need to stay focused. And I appreciate that situation, man, that happened right there, because what it showed me, man, that I'm here for a real reason, bro, and I can't get caught up in this bullshit. Because if I ain't here, bro, then that's very, very detrimental. That's very, very detrimental to this shit. And so I had to get back on track and realize what I was really there for, man. And man, I had that opportunity that I had put in the universe, man. And a year later, man, the ancestors put me right there, and I ended up on the panel with the brother Aboriginal D and the Pan-African. That's where the fade got set up, and now I said, ain't this some shit? And so when we look up, we come here, man, and we in this day, man, and just so happened the bones and all of this shit here been the conversation and all of that, bro. And just so happened now we here. And we're gonna put the finishing touches on this colonization story. And the train gonna end on that. What's up with y'all, man? I ain't looked at the chat, I ain't gonna lie. I just looked at the motherfucker. Hold on, I'm gonna drop the link down there, man, if anybody wanna come up. Yeah, I ain't even had the chat down there, y'all. I want to make sure I get that out. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man, some of the best work that I've ever done is going to be this, and it's not. It's just the significance of this. It's gonna tie a lot of missing pieces in place. It's gonna tie in how a lot of these other doctrines was able to be created to come in and make their way into quote unquote American history. And a lot of them is posing as us off of what took place out of this colonialism when they came and set up their empire. But this is definitely a bloodline story. We will be going through the bloodlines and showing how they tie. I said from the beginning, all of these folks, when you're dealing with these European nations, when you're dealing with those European nations and you're dealing with these kings and queens, even though they was fighting, these niggas was family. They were family. They shared the same bloodline. They shared the same bloodline. These were families. And we've been through a lot of them, man, and I think that helped with the understanding of the direction where we was going when you put names and faces and places with it, man. And so we're gonna do that one with this one right here, names, places, and faces, man. And we're gonna see these melanated people leave from Europe and come to America, and what they put down through the basis of colonization. Link in the chat, man. Y'all pull up. We ain't doing nothing. We're talking about leadership. That part. Hold on. Let me jam. Let me put this on while y'all. What's up, John Horse? I thought you went. I thought I never was gonna see you again. And you know when I said back, man, I just jammed that gangster pain, man. Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes to get this shit going, get it moving. Any means necessary, man. It's either you building or destroying. It's simple as that. There's no other way. There's no way to put it. I don't want to build for this reason. I don't want to build for that reason. I don't want to do this here. You don't want to do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. We gotta be mature about our liberation. We gotta be square business about our liberation. And we can't just be saying that we want some shit. Because that's what it look like. Niggas just want some shit. Nah, we gotta make this shit here real. We gotta make this shit here real. What's up with it, Trees? What's up with it, Rhonda Johnson? Queen Ottawa, Sylvia, Lil Jones, J Free, what up though? T Christopher in the building. Joe 47, what up though? Tenor, Mr. T Davis, I see you, family. April, TP2 Live. What's up with the TP2 Live, man? Y'all go follow TP2 Live. He been going around to a lot of historical sites right here in Texas too. And yeah, he ain't nothing but a old Buffalo soldier. And he ain't nothing but an old Buffalo soldier and shit. All right, man. I see y'all got a lot of comments down here. I've been talking shit and swatting spit, but I wanted to tell you, what was the reason for the leadership meeting? Why did you call for the leadership meeting? I called for the leadership meeting, man, to see who was serious. Now, you want me to be real, dude? Would I actually put all of these people, would I actually be responsible or take responsibility to put all these people in one room together? You think I want that case for what's gonna happen? Hell no. Hell nah. And that was some of the things that I was talking about. See, but it's about organizing. It wouldn't have been a situation where I would have brought everybody in the room or asked everybody. Let me say it like that. It wouldn't have been a situation where I would have asked everyone to be in the room at one time. Okay? Not on the first sit down anyway. But it never got to there. It never got to that point. So, what's up with it, John?
Shit, chilling, just get off work. I'm excited about it. You got me excited about Friday, nigga.
Oh, we finna burn this bitch down. We going.
Yeah, I'm ready. I can't wait to see all that, man. I can't wait to see all that. But hell yeah, I was fucking with JS in the chat and shit. He was fucking with me and shit. He talking about he said I said something. He said Ponce de Leon. I don't know. I was like, nah,
Hey,
I'm
Young
good today.
gonna be in this bill too. What y'all was talking about? Hey, damn sure gonna be in this bill.
Oh shit, man. We was just sitting up there, you know what I'm saying? Bouncing concepts off each other because that's what they really is at the end of the day. I really feel
Boys too.
yeah, I really feel like I come with you on that side of the game as far as like when I heard your perspective about the colonization, I was like, that's exactly how I feel. Because if anything was created, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't to be notified. You know what I'm saying? If we did it, you know what I'm saying? How we did it, it was just like what we call just straight raw off the books. That's why I say I revert to the border system, you know what I'm saying, which we don't use as black folks anymore, but it seems like the rest of the world use it. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by the border system is like it was just a natural give and take. You know what I'm saying? A natural IOU, and you know what I'm saying? We didn't have to list shit. And you know what I'm saying? That's why I was coming at the sister about the military, you know what I'm saying? The military part. Because you know what I'm saying, if you go further back in the history, you know what I'm saying, they talk about Quetzalcoatl and how he was a so-called leader, and you know what I'm saying, and how he was
Listen,
you know
bro,
what
we
I'm saying,
going through all of that. Goddamn, John, you pulled up right on time, John. Man, we going through all of that. You need to be in the building Friday, bro.
Yeah. That's why I say I can't wait because hey, I'm like you. I go through all the history, but I'm like you. I want to get to the
Hey,
root
Kelly, you
to
got a
where
feedback.
all of it began.
Hey, Kelly, you got to close your YouTube in the back. All right, there you go. Appreciate it. Oh, that was John then. John, that's your shit. That's you with YouTube and the echo. Okay, all right, it's gone.
Yeah, I
Peace.
probably was me.
If you talking, Kelly, we can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. I wasn't even talking, bro. I was
Okay,
listening.
okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Hey, John, what happened to you?
Am I echoing?
Now you good now?
Okay. Hey, brother. Shit, I had just swung by, man. I was just getting off work and shit, and I saw you live, so I checked in. I ain't talked to you in a minute. I saw you live, and I just wanted to stop in and see what you was talking about. And man, uh, bro, like what you're saying, dealing with this whole. No, I had no clue about the whole leadership. I didn't even know about it or whatever. But I think that's very needed, brother. And if you called for that, you have just as much right as anybody else in this community to attempt to try to bring our people together. I don't see why anybody would have a problem with that. Period. No matter who you are, anybody that's trying to help our people, liberate our people, educate our people. I don't know you for being any type of scam artist in the community or any type of bullshitter in the community. I don't know you for that. But I would think you would have every right to call for a leadership meeting because I do agree with you that there is no leadership in this so-called community. There's really no leadership. I actually did a live maybe about 8 months ago, and I called for some type of leadership. I called for some type of leadership meeting also. And I called for that shit too because I wanted to see who was willing to put these little petty beefs that we have amongst each other to the side to, to come together before we lose our history completely, before our children lose their history completely. You feel what I'm saying? And that was my reason for wanting to pull the people together. Now, what I asked was, there's been a lot of people here. There's been a lot of people here who brag about being here for years and who brag about what they started here in this online community, right? They've been bragging about the things that they've done, and I was, I was just kind of saying, well, what do you do outside? Like, what I'm saying? That's cool and all that you've been here. You started the online community. That's fine. But my thing was, we have people who are gathering physically with a physical presence outside against us. And I don't see our presence anywhere. Now, we all have lanes. I feel like we all have lanes. I'm no teacher. I don't consider myself to be a teacher of information or anything. But what I do consider myself to be is inspiration to my people, motivation to my people. I do have a strong point of bringing people together. And see, brother, that was kind of my thing with the people. If you consider yourself a teacher in our community, in this community, well, why don't you start in your community bringing the people together to teach this stuff offline? You get what I'm saying? Because everybody's not online. We can't just stick to being online. I get it. We're in the age of technology, whoop, whoop, whoop. But there's also people who's walking around our community who is interested in this information, but where are you at bringing them together? So
can I say something?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
With that being said, just as an indigenous person in my fever, like I said, they got a saying, let the dead lie with the dead. I mean, if the internet working and people reacting, what is the problem? You know what I'm saying? It's people in the bill right now. You know what I'm saying? It's probably some people in there that never knew about it. So my whole thing is like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, we got that saying. We got to work with what we got. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm kind of excited for the bill, because if we get to address two different kind of concepts about us. You know what I'm saying? Everything is that we can't get together and we can't, you know what I'm saying, build, or we always arguing or some shit like that. Like, nah, we actually, if you look at it, there's a lot of people just got a lot of passionate information and personal perspectives. And I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying, hear everybody's own shit, to tell you the truth, because that's how you learn. That's how you, when you learning, this is how you know you learning. When you come up out of a conversation with a question. When you come up out of the conversation with a question, boom, you know what I'm saying? It's the basis of learning, because that's you know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks that they have to sound smart or they have to say the right thing or whatever, like to be acknowledged. Like, no, that's not the case. You can be like me. Like I'm off the wall grassroots like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm kind of like you, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just like I can't wait, because I think Friday gonna be epic. So yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Brother, I can agree with you on that. Okay, so this is my thing. Is what I'm saying is I just remember watching those natives out there protesting against our names and stuff, right? And we had no presence to counter protest against them. You get what I'm saying? But we have a lot of people who claim
that I'm gonna make you feel better. That's because we not native. You know what I'm saying?
No. I agree, bro. But when they were protesting against our, those logos, and they just took our Cleveland Indians from us. We done had that shit forever. The mascot for the Cleveland Indians was a little dark-skinned boy with a bow and arrow. We done had that mascot forever. But what I'm saying is when they were protesting in D.C. about our logos and things like that, we had no presence to counter protest. We had no media presence saying, wait a minute, hold up, this is who we are. That's us. We had people like Shannon Sharp. We had people like Shannon Sharp sitting on ESPN talking about, yes, it is offensive.
Because it's two things that's happening at the same time, to me. You understand? As far as like them taking the logos down and all that stuff, trying to have self-pride and a fake agenda. Okay, I get that part. But I know for a fact that they hear us. They hear us talking how we talk. Oh my God, come on, man. We got to take all the pride shit down. We got to take all the goddamn statues down that destroyed these specific, because it's gonna lead to answers, it's gonna lead to questions. You know what I'm saying? Learning. And that's what we be doing when we be building. So I mean, I look at like I don't as far as like this social world, everything is lined up how I think, you know what I'm saying, the source wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to happen how it's supposed to happen. That means your Martin Luther Kings and your George Bushes, all this stuff was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? For us to become to a better understanding, however you know what I'm saying, you stand.
Can
But
I
what
can
I'm
I
basically,
jump in right quick, brother?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Real quick, I see ancient history hunters in the chat says the natives are whitewashing our history, which I agree, right? Because I took two bus loads of children, elders, parents, to the Etowah Indian mounds here in Atlanta, right? And I wanted them to see, when we got there to that museum, I wanted them to see, I wanted to bring our people together. You get what I'm saying? Physically, with a physical presence. And I wanted to take them to where our ancestors and stuff, the things they've done and stuff. But I also wanted them to see that when we get inside of this museum, you're going to notice that these people don't look like us. You get what I'm saying? These people don't look like us. And when you watch these films that they're going to show us, these people don't look like us. So what I did, brother, was when I took these people to the mounds, right? When I took these children to the mounds, I told the people at the mounds, at the museum, we don't want your tour. We don't want your people giving us the tour. I'm going to bring our own people with us on this tour so they can tell our story to our youth. You get what I'm saying? And bro, that's just kind of where I'm at. You know, I'm no teacher, but what I try to do is try to find a way to bring our people together to where I can bring the teachers in and the teachers can teach and everything doesn't have to be online. But I totally agree with what you're saying too, brother. I had no
What what what
problem with that.
what I'm gonna say that it is what I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say that this. You know what I'm saying? In the book of Sun Tzu, the Art of War. You know what I'm saying? For good people to strive in the face of evil is to do nothing at all. Like I admire, like I said, I admire everybody's spirit, but sometimes you can't swing on a chessboard. It's easy to swing on a checkerboard, but you can't swing on it. You got to think. You understand? And just think about it. Just like you've been traumatized and misled and miseducated, these people have too. And just like you had to go through the traumatization of learning, they have to too. So at the same time, in just natural spirit, we know we can't force anything on anybody. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at the same time, it's what you're supposed to do at the same time, but in you have to put yourself in real times. You know what I'm saying? It kind of fucks somebody's head up to sit up there and, you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm bringing my people. Like, it just reverts them back to a whole nother mindset. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're the type of people, just like we did with when we covered the four corners of the earth. We learn language, we learn how people personally react to things. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we know that better than anybody. Like when we say we got a good feeling about a person or a bad feeling about, I feel like we just naturally born with it. So I feel like it's on us to, know what I'm saying, bring the conversation to the table, just like what Topcatz doing. You bring it to a table as subtle as possible. We already know
Nah,
our
that's I can
disagreements.
dig it.
I mean, we know our disagreements. Like, you think they don't know, you know what I'm saying, or heard of rumors about the African American? This not, you know what I'm saying? It's probably not new to them too, and they probably on guard. They probably ready, even though they stay on a reservation or whatever. They probably on guard for whatever they got. That's just human instinct, period. You understand? And we're at a point right now with so much information given to us,
Mhm.
we're not human. We're more like gods. You know what I'm saying? And God's not taking no bullshit. That's why I can understand why you said, you know what, the youth need to be taught. My youth need to be taught, but taught this. And I understand that. That's a play off I hurt. You know what I'm saying? When we sit up here and learn our history, it gets us passionate and it gets us hurt. But it's on us to sit up there and humble ourselves and go at it at a warlike tactic, not a checker move, but a chess move.
Nah, I could dig that. I could dig that. Hey, brother, I'm gonna jump off and let somebody else get up here. But Topcatz, man, man, listen, I like to see where you go with that leadership thing, man. I like to see, you really build off of that, and I respect that, man. So, you two brothers, y'all have a great day. Salute to the chat. Y'all just keep doing your thing, man. I be kind of catching up on stuff because I be behind on things, but yeah, man, y'all keep doing your thing, man. And Topcatz, I respect you for that, man. I'm gonna look to see where you go with that.
I appreciate you. You know what I mean?
All right.
You go keep inspiring the kids, bro. Keep that trip up, man. Try to make it annually.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The community, y'all go support that. Y'all go support that.
Appreciate it. All right, man. Y'all.
Yo.
All right, John, we're going to go and get out of here on that. Appreciate your input in the build as well, too, man.
It's a privilege every time I hop on with you, bro. I appreciate you be letting me on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they get big and act like they too big. You know how that go.
Yeah, in a real way, man. Nah, this the place for the community, man, to come and build, man. If y'all got something going on. Hey, again, this week we're gonna be doing we're gonna pick a business and we're gonna go and support their business. So if you have a business in the community, go sign up to Big Chief University. Get over there in the group with us. We're gonna be pulling people with the businesses. If you have businesses in the group, put it in, and we're gonna pull your name out of the hat. And we're gonna come and support your business. And so we gonna start there. So y'all not signed up over there to Big Chief University, go over there and sign up. You feel me? And what's up with it, Cloud? What's up with it?
You gonna drop a link in there?
Yeah, it's in there. It's posted in the chat. It should be posted. Let me check.
Okay, I'm finna go get it, man. I'm gonna holler at you though, man. I appreciate you having me on, bro.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I thought I had it pinned. Let me pin it. All right, there go the link right there. So there go the link right there. So if you got a business, man, you over in the group, let us know. Drop it down there. I'm gonna get with BCU and see if they can set up something over there so we can organize it a little better. And then we're gonna choose a winner and everybody put in $5, man, $10. Shout out to T Christopher. She already put her 10 in. And so if we do 10, then we're gonna be able to support 2 businesses at one time. And now the business, only thing you have to do is for the value of what we support with, you send out, we're gonna create something, we're gonna pick for the people. We're gonna choose people out of the community and we're gonna bless them with something from your business. And that's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna create that cycle. We're gonna keep it up. We're gonna do it maybe every bi-weekly. We're gonna do it probably every bi-weekly and start supporting each other. Y'all see a few people going over there to go sign up. What's up with the Texas Forever Turn Up One Time? Yeah, man. So we do have a bill coming. It will be on Spain. I know some people call it Moorish history or whatever, but we're gonna speak on that part of history, and we're gonna go through the royal families, and we're gonna tie it all in to the colonization of America. And then after that, we're gonna come back with the Making of White Supremacy 5 with Home of the Brave request through Hollywood and through entertainment in the industry. And we're gonna tie it all in. Wednesday, genealogy, 8:30 p.m. We got genealogy class over there at BCU. We want to see a lot more of y'all over there. If we have some people that do genealogy, y'all hit us up over on BCU. Hit me up in the DM on BCU. Get at me in the DM, and I'll get BCU and them to check it out. Send it to me. Let me know who all you know, want to come through and help out on Genealogy Day. Sister Rhonda say, do we go on BCU to put something in? For as what? My bad, I done said a lot today, sis. I done said a lot. Oh, my bad. Oh, if you talking about that's if you talking about for the businesses, what we're gonna do is I get with BCU and see if we can set something up over there specifically for that. But we did have a conversation. I just got to check back. Yes, ma'am. Okay, for the business, right? We're gonna see if we can put it over into I'm gonna see if they can organize it a little better. And so by tomorrow or Wednesday, we ought to have it up and have something up over there that just specifically for that and for everybody to list their businesses and everything, make it a little easier. And we get them links or whatever over there too, so we can follow each other and support our endeavors. What's up with the EJ just pulled up on us? One time for the one time. DJ Cell, what up though, family? I can't see you, but I see them hollering at you. All right, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. Y'all be cool. I'm gonna say this here before we go, bro. Either you building or destroying. All right. Anybody have a problem with unity? It's okay, bro. I'm like this here, man. You know, it really never bothered me, man, what the next man was doing. You know, one thing that I got out of this shit, bro, is you're gonna have to stay focused because there's gonna be a lot of distractions. And you know, it ain't about what you don't have, it's about what you do have. You feel me? And so what you do is you work with what you have. And coming from, you know, my upbringing, man, was making something out of nothing, you know, working with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Stand down till you come up, you feel me? And from that, man, loyalty brings royalty, you feel me? You gotta stay down for your crown, man. So I'm patient, man. I'm not trying to move too fast with this shit. I am optimistic on unity still. I'll always be, you know, but I'm okay with people who don't want unity. I understand it. And so ain't no hard feelings to nobody. You feel me? And I wish everybody the best in whatever endeavors they you dig what I mean? And one thing I would ask though is for the people who serious and square business and really want to get something done, let's come together. Let's do it together. I want to say that you don't have to do it by yourself, you know, because there's others out there who want to help. And we concerning the people who want to help, man. Y'all get over there, sign up to big BCU, man. Go over there to the member site. It is free to get in over there. And come be around your people, man, be around people who wants to change. And then what we gonna do is we gonna get organized, and then we gonna find somebody else who wanna who have something going on, and they heading in the same direction for as liberation for our people. And you know, we get with these people, man. It's not about being concerned about anything outside of it. When we say this here too, for as brotherhood and for as the information, just because a person have a different ideology, whether it be a Pan-African or Moor, one of my Aboriginal brothers, don't mean that we can't be brothers. All right? Doesn't mean we can't be brothers. So I don't look at nobody in no fucked up way or as an enemy. I tap in with everybody because I fuck with it. I don't, and niggas who I don't fuck with, I don't say shit to them. You know what I mean? So it's like that, bro. But I never let scholarship or information come between the people or separate me from somebody in the struggle as I am. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna leave it right there. Y'all be cool. Y'all be cool, man. Enjoy y'all day. I love y'all, man. As long as you got each other, we don't need nobody else. Big Chief Topcatz, man. That's my time. I'm gone.